On July 2nd, 2025, Reuters published a brief but earth-shattering update. BTS, the global juggernaut that had been on hiatus since 2022, was flying to the United States to begin work on a new studio album. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. Jungkook and Jimin had just been discharged on June 11th, making them the 6th and 5th members to return from military service, respectively, while Suga remains in service as a social worker until early 2026. The rest of the group, RM, Jin, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, are now free to reunite in the studio. And that's exactly what they're doing, but fans are wondering, why the US? Why now? And more importantly, what kind of music will BTS create after everything they've been through? It's been nearly 3 years since BTS last released a full group studio album. While solo projects like Indigo, Jack in the Box, Layover, Face, and Golden filled the void, nothing quite compares to the power of BTS together. Their last official group album, Proof, was a retrospective love letter to their past. This time, however, the project is different. This is not a goodbye, it's a rebirth. According to Korean media insiders, HYBE has secured a private recording compound in Los Angeles where the group will write, compose, and possibly film new content over the next several weeks. Security is reportedly airtight. Even major label executives have been kept in the dark, but insiders say the energy is electric. Some fans question the choice of recording in the United States rather than Seoul. But industry analysts believe this is a strategic move to signal BTS's intent to go even bigger. This isn't just a Korean comeback. This is a global relaunch, said one anonymous source within the music distribution industry. They're making a statement, not just with the music, but with where they're making it. Recording in the US allows access to world-class producers, international collaborators, and Grammy-level mixing and mastering. Rumors suggest the group is working with several top-tier American producers, including names they've previously hinted at in interviews. Some speculate Anderson .Paak, Pharrell, or even The Weeknd could be involved. Every BTS era has been distinct. From the rebellious energy of Danger to the emotional vulnerability of Spring Day and the swagger of Idol, BTS has constantly evolved. But what will their first post-military album sound like? Fans are divided. Some hope for a return to hip-hop roots, referencing their early days of raw lyrics and aggressive beats. Others anticipate a mature, cinematic sound like what was explored in Layover or Indigo. One thing is clear: this album won't be for chart performance alone. It's about identity, rebirth, and likely, it will reflect the pain, solitude, and growth each member experienced during their time in the military. Back during Festa 2025 in June, fans noticed subtle clues that a major shift was coming. Each member released personal letters, old memories, and cryptic messages about the future. Most notably, V posted, "You waited, now what?" a phrase now believed to have foreshadowed this very moment. Jimin, during his discharge message, simply said, "Please be ready. We'll meet you soon." It wasn't wishful thinking, it was a promise. As the news spread that BTS was on a plane to Los Angeles, armies around the world launched into action. Fans trended hashtags like #BTSisBack, #BTSinLA, and #OT7Comeback 2025. TikTok was flooded with theories, countdowns, and edits predicting album titles. Weather servers reportedly slowed for several hours after the news broke. The travel agencies saw a spike in bookings to LA from international fans hoping to breathe the same air as BTS. One fan on X wrote, "I don't care what the album is. It could be them breathing into the mic for 40 minutes. I'd still stream it until Spotify breaks." Perhaps the biggest question remains, will Suga be part of this album? Suga, who enlisted later and is serving as a public service worker due to injury, isn't scheduled for discharge until March 2026. However, sources suggest that he may contribute to the album remotely with pre-recorded verses or production credits. This wouldn't be unprecedented. He was known to produce for other HYBE artists even during the early months of his service. Plus, BTS has always found ways to include one another, even during solo activities. Fans are hopeful that a full OT7 performance could still happen in time for the tour, especially if the first stages are scheduled for late spring or summer 2026. As excited as fans are, there's an undercurrent of fear. What if this is the last album? Each member has expressed individual dreams. Jungkook has hinted at starting a label. RM has explored literature and academia. V is rumored to be considering directing. And while no one has said the word disbandment, it lingers in the minds of many, still. Most fans believe this is not the end, but a new beginning. That this album will redefine what it means to be BTS in their 30s. That this is their second ACT. As one fan commented, "If proof was a thank you, this next album is a declaration." They're not done. They're evolving. According to multiple sources, BTS plans to launch a world tour following the album's release, most likely beginning in mid-2026. Venues are reportedly being scouted across Seoul, Tokyo, Los Angeles, New York, London, Paris, Jakarta, Manila, Sao Paulo. Ticketing platforms have quietly begun reserving dates, though no official announcement has been made. One insider says HYB plans to redefine global touring standards, incorporating virtual reality, live hologram broadcasts, and AI-enhanced fan engagement. This isn't just a concert, it's a revolution. BTS boarding a plane to America may seem like a simple travel update. But for millions, it's a symbol, a sign, a spark. IT means the waiting wasn't in vain. That after years of silence, military separations, solo experiments, and emotional roller coasters, BTS is finally rising together again. They didn't have to say a word. Their flight said everything. The Kings are coming home. Industry observers can't help but ask, is this sudden American album production part of a carefully orchestrated HYB master plan, or a rushed response to public pressure? With BTS entering the post-military era, HYB is under enormous scrutiny. Investors are hungry for returns. The company's stock surged the moment Jungkook and Jimin were discharged, then spiked again with the album announcement. HYB knows what's at stake. BTS is not just a boy band. They are the economic engine of an entire entertainment conglomerate. Without BTS at full throttle, HYB has struggled to recreate that magic with newer groups. This isn't just about art, said one entertainment journalist. It's about survival. This album needs to succeed. The world is watching, and so are the shareholders, which raises the stakes even higher. Can BTS still create under that kind of pressure? Photos of BTS members boarding flights to Los Angeles went viral instantly. Jin was seen with a plain white cap. RM carried a journal. Jungkook wore all black and stayed quiet. V didn't appear in any airport shots, sparking rumors he had traveled ahead of the others. But what fans noticed more than outfits or luggage was this. Not one of them spoke to media. No interviews. No waves. No airport greetings. IT wasn't rudeness. IT was strategy. Their silence, just like their presence, was deafening. As if to say, we've given enough. Now we're taking control. And maybe, after years of relentless scrutiny, BTS isn't just making music. They're making a statement. For BTS, the pressure to succeed isn't just from media or markets. It's from their own fan base, the largest, most passionate fandom in the world. ARMY has waited, watched, cried, and counted down every day of every member's service. They've analyzed military updates, Wever's posts, even song lyrics for clues. Now, with the group reunited and working again, fans want magic. They want emotion. They want healing. They want everything. This album is for all of us who didn't give up, one fan posted on TikTok. For all the days we waited. For all the love we never stopped giving. That emotional burden is both beautiful and brutal, because no matter how brilliant the album is, some will feel it's not enough. Others will call it the last hope. And BTS will carry all of it. It's 2025. The world has changed.
K-pop has changed.
And BTS has changed. So what kind of messages will this comeback hold? Fans are speculating that the album will be more mature, more reflective, possibly even political. RM and Suga have spoken out about societal issues in the past. Jungkook's lyrics have grown more introspective. J-Hope has touched on fear, regret, and self-identity. This could be an album that reflects adulthood, the harshness of growing up, the ache of separation. the paradox of fame, or even the terrifying question, what happens after dreams come true? There's talk that the album may include a full ballad composed by Gina's self-written rap track by Jungkook and a group anthem that could rival Spring Day in emotional impact. HYB has declined to confirm any of it, which only makes fans more desperate to hear. Let's not pretend. If this comeback lands the way fans hope it will, it won't just dominate charts, it will rewrite music history. Imagine. Billboard #1 debuts in 12 countries, Grammy nominations for Record of the Year, global tour tickets selling out in minutes, documentary deals with Netflix or Disney Plus, fashion collaborations across Paris, Seoul, New York. It won't be a comeback. It'll be a cultural explosion. BTS could prove once again that they're not just pop stars. They're a global movement, and they've only just begun their second act.